All right, we're rolling.
Oh, there it is.
Welcome to the Art Life video blog. This is day 71. My name is David Rhodes.
David Rhodes, I'm Christopher Hoisington.
Jacob Wolf. Thank you, David.
Thank
And we're at the Splendorporium, right? Splendorporium.
This is the first time I've been here.
It's a fantastic space. It's got a little kitchen in it. And
Huge
it's
space.
really
Yeah,
big.
big spot.
A lot of artists here. Alan Scully, we interviewed him. He's here.
Brett Woods is here.
Brett Woods, we interviewed him. He's
Hi, Brett.
here.
Hi,
Brett.
Alan.
Hi,
We love you.
Yeah, there's a lot of great people breaking out in this space. How'd you find this place?
Well, I actually just moved here recently. My wife and I moved here from Chicago in August of 2014. Really, I just started reaching out, looking online, searching for local art shows, public spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate the DIY culture. There's a lot of outreach in the arts community here. And that was a large point of coming out this way, is to kind of further my contribution to it, I guess.
Was that was how you contacted us? Was I put a Craigslist ad on, and I mean we've gotten some really good responses from the Craigslist ads that we posted.
Yeah, their artist section is really helpful. There's actually a lot of, it's a good way to advertise more underground events, I suppose.
I think it's really amazing, how receptive the artists are. I mean, everybody wants to get into the community. It's almost like we have this understanding in this city. I don't know, it didn't exist in LA that I saw, not in the same form. You might have pockets of people that came together and made a play or put a movie together or stuff like that, but it wasn't like the whole community was all together trying to support each other and encourage each other's creativity and all of that stuff. It's a
something in Portland that I've noticed artists doing a lot is art swaps, where they're like, I couldn't sell anything, but here, you give me something, I'll give you something, and I think that's neat. Like, I've been collecting all sorts of art by stuff like that.
And most people that we've met are like, yeah, here, I'll give you a piece or whatever. It's not like you can give it all away, but at the same time, like, you got to get it out there. If somebody wants it, you give it to them. Yeah. So you're a surreal. What would you call yourself as an artist?
I guess a lot of my work, I stem from, the aesthetic influences that I've always loved. And now predominantly influence my work. I love a lot of old, 20s and 30s horror posters, a lot of classic horror film posters.
Yeah.
1980s skateboard stuff, kind of old school, skateboard deck art. And I'm a big fan of the heavy line work of the 1950s style of tattooing. I did an homage piece recently for Jesse Smith. He's a new school artist who I have a lot of respect for, so definitely worth the research on him.
Cool.
Jesse Smith?
Yeah,
Jesse Smith.
Tattoo artist, Jesse
Google
Smith.
him.
Yeah, for sure.
So how did you get started as an artist?
Well, my mom still has drawings of mine from the first grade. So,
oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's cool that she kept them. And then it's always been, I guess, the creative process or the act of trying to figure out how to express the inner strange or whatever it is.
I know. It's like there's something in there that you got to say, but
yeah.
How do you know what it is? I don't know how to. I mean, it's like the art is the only way that I can get that thing that's inside of me out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
And when you're finished with that piece, it's like you've ejaculated and you feel so much better.
Absolutely.
It's like I finally got it out. Oh, yes.
Spent.
Yeah. See, I don't. To me, each piece is like this ongoing process. You know what I mean? So I never get to a point where it's like, okay, I finished this piece. It's like the pieces kind of fly through and I just keep going. So I never really get that opportunity to celebrate having finished something. I just don't let myself have it, I guess.
After a day in the dark room, when I have a stack of prints or something, That's the coolest feeling. I'm just like, you know, I did just spend an entire day in a dark room by myself, but I have something to show for it, and I'm happy and proud of the things that I got.
Well, I got 4 paintings due tomorrow, and I'm halfway through. Well, I got 2 of them done, and then I'm halfway through one, and then I got to do another one tonight. And so it's like I'm really up against the deadline,
Wow.
and it takes me forever. It's taking me forever because I don't even know how to explain it, but it's really hard. So I will feel good when those 2 drawings are done.
Do you feel that on the deadline you're getting your inner expression out as much?
You know, it's not even about that. It's an assignment to hone my skills, and it's like a still life. So it doesn't really have any. And everybody in class all says, the teacher said it. Oh, I hate still lifes. But that's the only way you can really, you know, you just play with
Practice.
the shit. It's just practicing, you know. So, but you didn't do any well, you just said you had some art classes in high school and stuff, but
No,
did you do any formal art classes after that?
No, I was exposed to some cool, like, you know, community arts classes as a kid. I had Kathy McCurvey, my art teacher in 6th grade, major influence. She had showed me the Salvador Dali documentary, and I had never seen a personality like that before. I've never seen something so bizarre.
Yeah,
And
Dali was crazy.
I gotta check this documentary out.
it's wonderful, and it caught me at such a young and impressionable age that I drank the Kool-Aid early, and I was all about pursuing the bizarre and the surreal. And,
So did you get in trouble? For
all the
your
time.
art? Really?
Oh, just in general, all the time. But no, my parents were really supportive. When I was younger, they had, you know, always defended me when I was getting caught drawing in class. And things
Right,
like
that's
that.
what I'm talking about. I used to get in trouble in class because I draw all the time. It was always, you know, my subject matter was questionable, always, right? I was always trying to push that envelope of acceptability.
You and Grace, I had that same conversation with Grace the other day when I interviewed her. She got in a lot of trouble for drawing all the time and how gory and naked everybody was.
I don't even understand that, but it's just the way it works.
Right.
So you want to take a look at some of your art?
Let's do
Are
it.
you ready?
I get tired of looking at it.
Yeah, well, I noticed you like a lot of yellow and red.
All right, this is the first piece we're gonna show off, but it is not a part of the noir show that's going on.
Oh, it's not. It's just one you brought in.
Yeah, he's showing this to the curator
For future.
for future reference.
Nice. That's a good sized piece.
All right, we'll go from right to left. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this piece?
Well, I mean, a lot of my paintings are visual narratives. I guess they kind of stem from a combination of maybe the 3-ring circus between my ears and, you know, I don't know. I consider, I guess, what I've called the imagery is kind of red herring, because I don't like to choose any immediate visual storyline to express the ideas that kind of motivate the work. I like to leave a little bit for the viewer to relate to, kind of how it might resonate with them.
There's so many contradictions in here, though. You know, you got your teddy bear. There's a cuteness to it, and yet there's like this.
There's
really,
definitely a cuteness to most of his pieces.
No, I mean it's very, but the putting a teddy bear, it looks like a costume head on top of this woman with a gun and carrying a baby. A gun and carrying a baby. That's a loaded image right there, anyway, right?
I think most of my work is pretty loaded.
Yeah.
Intentionally so.
All right. And we're gonna come over here. Check that one out.
Well, what's the name of this one over here? Of All the Things was the last one, and this one is called Fair to Midland. that woman gonna eat that guy? Very interesting. So you like yellow?
Yeah, well, I have issues with color blindness, so
Do you?
there's some stark contrast that I really.
Is it black and white, or is there just certain colors that you can't see?
A lot of colors blend, and it's hard to. I'm more tone and temperature with recognizing. That's why I enjoy the grayscale so much.
Wow,
So
that's really interesting. I never met an artist that was colorblind.
it's just a helpful tool.
It's bizarre.
It helps you to. Well, I mean, he doesn't know any difference, right?
Right,
So
but-
it's like the way
you
you
mess up a lot of projects that way too. You got to do.
Did your mom have to like label your clothes for you or anything like that? So you
No.
knew what color you were wearing? Man, wouldn't that be a bitch? I knew one guy that was completely colorblind. Like all he could see was black and shadows, basically.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. So here's the children's gallery.
Art
in the
for Life
studio, right?
Children's Gallery.
I'm gonna bring my girls over here to check that out.
All right, and then just kind of do a little spin around the room so you can see just how big this place
It's
is.
huge. It's really
Rad.
amazing. And that's Princess. You'll hear
Hi,
her
Princess.
every once in a while. She's from Australia, and she's a giant parakeet. And I can't remember what she's called, but she's
Cockatoo or cockatiel?
No. This big, but it looks exactly like a parakeet.
She's not that big.
Yes.
She's not that big.
Oh.
All right, these are some more of David's pieces.
What's the name of that one?
All right,
Of Monsters.
of monsters, and then this one's Laughs Last.
Oh, sorry. This is a weird display because it makes it seem like this is part of that.
Yeah, she has some more of those over here. That was the reason I figured out that those were different.
Yeah.
But, and then he's got two pieces over here. Art of War. No, this is Of War. And then Wind Redirects.
Those are the same kind of hands that are in one of the other ones. The first one we looked at, kind of. Is there any other ones
I think
you wanna
that's
look
it.
at?
I think that was all.
So you got this show at the Splendidorium.
And you were talking about being
she is.
interested in the beer and pancakes show?
The Pancakes and Booze show. It's on.
Pancakes and booze.
Yeah,
whatever it's-
yeah. It's on February 7th here in Portland. So they just did a show in Seattle, I believe, if I'm right. If that's the one. But yeah, so that'll be exciting. It's a lot of like an urban arts fair, and yeah, a liquor bar with all you can eat pancakes. So clearly popular.
I'm trying to quit drinking.
You could just go for the pancakes
I could.
and the art and the art.
And the art.
Yeah.
It's like a gallery space.
It was at the Boston Oval Ballroom. Someone will have to fact check that though, because I think it's been changed. But
Oh, okay. So it's.
it
is
was
it
on
something
December